Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Oldie, and I am the class coordinator and senior instructor of police for the 339th Basic Training class. I'd ask you to please stand and join me in welcoming today's graduates, the members of the 339th Basic Training class. Members of the 339th Basic Training class and ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. I would like to direct your attention to the Hutchinson Police Department Honor Guard for the presentation of colors and our national anthem. Honor Guard, please post the colors.
Center, face, pose, colors. Present, arms.
You may be seated. During your time at KLETC, you have walked past the Wall of Honor many times. The Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who have died in the line of duty. Their names and photos of the 29 individuals memorialized help preserve their memories and allow family, friends, and law enforcement officers to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence to observe and honor those KLETC graduates. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, family, and friends, welcome to the graduation of the 339th Basic Training Class. Today, we celebrate the dedication, hard work, and unwavering commitment of these men and women who are now prepared to serve and protect their communities. As we reflect on their journey, it is important to recognize the words that have guided these graduates every step of the way: strength and honor. These words were chosen by this class to start their day after roll call in the first week. These words are not mere phrases. They are ideals, values, and principles that shape their very foundation of what it means to be a law enforcement officer. Strength is not only about physical power, but it's also about inner resilience. It's about standing tall in adversity, overcoming challenges, and pushing forward with determination. It's the strength to protect those who cannot protect themselves, to uphold the law, even when it's difficult, and to continue moving forward when the road gets tough. These graduates have learned that true strength is rooted in integrity, discipline, and courage to do what's right, even when it's not easy. Honor goes hand in hand with that strength. Honor is about doing the right thing regardless of who is watching. It's about having the courage to make the right decision in every situation, to maintain ethical standards and to uphold trust in the public place in it. It's about serving with pride, respect, and dignity, always remembering that our actions reflect not only ourselves, but also on the profession we represent. Together, strength and honor form the core of our mission as officers. It's the foundation of what we stand, and it's about what guides us when we walk out into the community every day. These values will be tested, but I do not doubt that every graduate here today will meet those challenges head on with its strength and honor that they've demonstrated throughout their training. To the families and loved ones here today, thank you for your unwavering support. Your encouragement has been a driving force behind the success of these graduates. To the instructors, mentors, and staff who have shaped and guided these individuals into the officers they are today, thank you for your dedication and commitment to excellence. To the graduating class, as you move forward in your careers, never forget the strength and honor that you have brought here today. These principles will carry you through every call you respond to, every challenge you face, and every life you touch. You are ready, and we are proud of you. Your journey starts today. Stay strong, stay honorable. Thank you. Our guest speaker today is Director of Programs here at KLETC, Doug Schrader. Doug Schrader started his law enforcement career in 1996 and was appointed police chief in Heston, Kansas in 2001. After 20 years as a police chief, Doug was appointed the Director of the Kansas Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training in August of 2021 until January 2025, when Doug was hired as the Director of Programs here at the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. Doug has a bachelor's degree from Central Christian College, a graduate degree from Fort Hays State University. Doug is an adjunct instructor at the Criminal Justice Department for the University of Kansas. Doug is a graduate of the Northwestern University School of Police and Staff and Command, Class 361, and is a past president of the Kansas Association of Chiefs of Police. Doug has received various local, state, and national awards during his career, including the Presidential Medal of Valor from the United States President Donald Trump in 2018. I'd like to invite the Director of Programs here at the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, Doug Schrader, to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Good afternoon, KLETC faculty, staff, and administration, family, friends, and law enforcement colleagues. It's good to be with you today. It is a tradition here at KLETC for each class to pick a worthy cause and support it as a group giving back to their community. This could be in the form of a donation to an organization such as COPS or a local food pantry, or it could be in the form of in-kind service. Class 339 is no different. Class 339 followed the tradition and chose to fund a dynamic, top-tiered graduation speaker. Unfortunately, I was all they could afford, and you get what you pay for. However, you're welcome, Class 339. With your chiefs and sheriffs in the audience, I may have just earned you a raise. Just kidding, of course. This generous class elected to make a donation to an organization called the K9 Heroes to help fund and purchase ballistic vests for police dogs. Well done, class. Today, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to devote most of my time and attention to talking to you, those folks in the audience, and a little less the folks up here on stage. I want to talk about an important concept in criminal justice called procedural justice. This class is well versed in it, for they've been in the depths of procedural justice for the last 14 weeks. This principle is not just about the outcome of decisions, it's about the process through which those decisions are made. It asks the simple but very powerful question from each person: are people treated fairly when decisions are made that affect them? Procedural justice is the foundation of legitimacy of any institution, whether it's courtrooms, classrooms, corporations, or the community interactions with the police. When people feel that they've been treated fairly, they're more likely to accept outcomes, even if they're unfavorable outcomes. This is why procedural justice is such an essential thing to building community trust. There are 4 pillars to procedural justice that we'll explore briefly today. Let's begin with the first pillar, voice. When individuals are given a chance to share their side of the story, they are allowed to speak and be heard. They feel a greater sense of dignity and involvement in the process. This does not mean that every demand or request be granted. Rather, people deserve to be included in the dialogue. In the justice system, for example, giving dependents a chance to speak during hearings promotes the sense of fairness. Voice validates human experience. The second pillar, neutrality. Procedural justice depends on the decisions that are made impartially, free from bias, favoritism, and prejudice. For a process to be seen as legitimate, the rules must be applied consistently to everyone. Neutrality doesn't happen by accident. It requires transparency in how decisions are made and a commitment to removing both conscious and unconscious bias. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Now let's talk about the third pillar, respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. And I know you just finished that song in your head. Respect means treating people with dignity regardless of the circumstances. It means listening attentively, avoiding dismissive or demeaning language, and acknowledging a person's humanity. When people feel disrespected, even fair outcomes can seem unjust. Conversely, when individuals are treated with courtesy and care, it can ease tensions, foster cooperation. This is essential for a high-stress environment such as policing. Small gestures, a calm tone, a sincere explanation, maybe making eye contact can go a long way to building trust. The fourth and final pillar, trustworthiness. People are likely to accept decisions when they believe that the authority figure is acting honestly with honest intentions. Trust is earned through consistent behavior, transparency, and moral integrity. Leaders, law enforcement officers, educators, anyone in a position of authority must demonstrate that they care for their people they serve. This does not mean that you always have to agree with them. It means acting with fairness, empathy, and accountability. Family, friends, and peers, procedural justice is not just a theory, it is an intentional practice. And these individuals have been practicing that for the past 14 weeks. It's about building institutions that earn legitimacy through behavior and not through means of force or fear. When we incorporate voice neutrality, respect, and trustworthiness into our interactions, we foster longer relationships, reduce conflict, and we build communities. Procedural justice gives us the tools to lead with integrity, but they must provide the motivation. Class 339, I turn back to you. I wanted to address your family, your friends, your peers in the audience this afternoon to invite them to help keep you accountable in these pillars. Law enforcement officers operate with a lot of autonomy, and that can be a heavy responsibility. In closing, I am honored to be one of the first people to tell you congratulations on your day today. And I also want to thank you for the 50 cents that you raised to have me speak.
Director Schrader, thank you for taking the time out of your day to speak to us. Appreciate it. At KLATC, we recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skills set during the basic training. For the 339th, we will start with fitness, a key component in an officer's life. Fitness helps them deal with the daily stresses they'll face, aids them in supporting a healthier lifestyle, and enables them to mitigate the dangers they may encounter. During their time at KLATC, the student officers of the 339th have remained active and engaged in a fitness routine. Those student officers who completed a minimum of 200 miles must also complete the following for the Fitness Award Challenge: successfully completion of all academics, performance, and skills testings, and no level 2 or higher disciplinary actions, along with completing the following: 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, running the 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less during the final physical assessment, and they must have logged 200 miles or more of running and or walking, or 800 miles of bike riding outside the normal required activities. I'm pleased to announce the following 4 student officers who have met these goals. When I announce your name, please stand and be recognized. Officer Christopher Dorn, KU Med Police Department. Officer Michaela Galdamez, Riley County Police Department. Officer Vincent Kinsey, Emporia Police Department. Officer Jess Steele, Garden City Police Department. Well done. We have one individual with his fitness challenge who completed the highest number of miles in his class. Would Officer Vincent Kinsey of the Emporia Police Department please join me at the podium? Congratulations to all these student officers on their efforts in improving their health, wellness, and fitness. Well done. KLATC also recognizes student officers who have excelled in academics during their time here at KLATC. Student officers who have achieved the following criteria will be graduating with academic honors. The requirements include 90% or greater overall written GPA, 90% or greater written final exam, 90% or greater overall performance GPA, 90% or greater overall performance final testing score, and must have completed a minimum of 100 miles logged of walking and or running, or 400 miles of biking, and must have completed their skills testing and have received no level 2 disciplinary action. Would the following officers please stand to be recognized? Deputy Amber Carfield of the Decatur County Sheriff's Office. Officer Hannah Hessman of the Park City Police Department. Well done. You may be seated. It is now time for the class president for the 339th Basic Training class to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the class president of the 339th Basic Training class, Officer Christopher Dorn, University of Kansas Medical Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, instructors, department leaders, family members, and most importantly, the officers of the 339th class of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. Today, we stand at the crossroads of our journey. One chapter closing, another waiting to be written. 14 weeks ago, we arrived here as strangers, coming from all corners of Kansas, different backgrounds, different agencies, and different walks of life. What we shared was a calling to serve, to protect, to stand as guardians of our communities. Our journey was meant to begin on January 6th, but that brutal winter storm had other plans for us. On January 4th, the roads were frozen, and a normal drive for some of us was doubled within minutes. That was our first lesson. Not every challenge comes when you expect it, and not every battle is fought on our terms. It set the tone for what was ahead. We faced adversity in every form. The extensive knowledge imparted to us demanded countless hours of dedication, practice, and study. We stood in sub-zero wind chills at the range, our fingers numb as we shoved hand warmers in every pocket that we could. But we didn't falter. We adapted, we endured, and we overcame. Frustrations built, exhaustion crept in, but not one of us quit. That perseverance is what defines this class. And that is the spirit that we must carry forward into our careers and our lives. To our families, our spouses, children, parents, grandparents, and siblings, you are the silent force behind this success. You held the line at home, making sacrifices so that we could be here. You endured the long days without us, shouldered responsibilities, and supported us when we needed it most. This achievement is not ours alone, as it belongs to you as well. For that, we are forever grateful. Thank you. To our department leaders, supervisors, and fellow officers, thank you for believing in us. You saw something in each of us, something that told you that we were ready to wear this badge. We understand the weight of that responsibility, and we do not take it lightly. We are stepping into something greater than ourselves, a brotherhood and sisterhood that demands the highest standard of honor, courage, and integrity. To our instructors, we are deeply, deeply grateful for you imparting your invaluable knowledge, enabling us to better ourselves, and encouraging us to strive to become the best police officers that we can possibly be. We will forever remember your selflessness and dedication that you have displayed. Thank you. This academy tested us in every way imaginable. Our bodies were pushed at times to their limits, our minds sharpened under pressure, and our values were put to the test. But in those moments of struggle, we discovered something vital. Our foundation must be unwavering. The values we uphold, the discipline we embody, and the strength we carry, these are what will guide us as we move forward. We leave here not just as graduates, but as defenders of justice, prepared to serve with compassion, resilience, and unwavering commitment. As we turn the page from KLETC and begin writing the next chapter, I challenge each of you, become the author of your own story. But more than that, be the hero of your own story. A hero is not an end goal. It's an ideal to chase, an ever-distant horizon that keeps us striving forward. If you place yourself as your hero 5 years ahead of you, you will never reach them. But in trying, you'll become the best version of yourself over and over again. Let that pursuit drive you. Let that pursuit define you. What we have learned here is the foundation of our careers, but a foundation alone is not enough. We must continue to build upon it. We must sharpen our minds, strengthen our bodies, and keep our morals unshakable. Because at the end of the day, our mission is not simply to make arrests or enforce the law. It is to fulfill a sacred promise. The promise we make to our loved ones just as we are about to leave. Come home to me. And we answer without hesitation, always. To my fellow classmates, we have walked the path few will ever understand and built the strength that will carry us through the toughest of days. We are ready, we are strong, and we will always uphold our motto, strength and honor. Congratulations to the 339th class of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. Let's go write the rest of our stories. Thank you.
Officer Dorn, not only are you going to get a plaque today for being class president, but he also has the honor of getting our award for fitness for the most, what did I say? Most improved, sorry about that. Most improved. So he is going to get that award right now. You think speaking's easy. Oh. In law enforcement, ethics is the forefront of training in our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we will have discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement in public service, a law enforcement officer assumes great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered the position of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors of our communities. Because of the law, Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center believes the concepts and principles within the oath should be a dominating force in all officers' lives. I will ask the class president, Officer Christopher Dorn, to lead the class with a law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
Three 39th basic training class, please stand. Oath. On my honor.
I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States and the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
Recover.
.339, please be seated. In just a few minutes, I'll be presenting each of you with a challenge coin. Challenge coins are symbolic and meaningful. Challenge coins are given to someone as a reminder of them to confirm membership in an organization or as part of a group. The coin you will receive today recognizes you as a graduate of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you just affirmed moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, congratulations. It's been my honor, my pleasure to be a small part of your journey. I wish you nothing but success and your continued safety every day. I will now ask Associate Director Alvin Sowers to join me to present the 339th Basic Training Class with their certificates while I present you with a KLETC Challenge coin. Class President will announce the names of the graduates, the 339th Basic Training Class.
Front row, please stand. Drake Amold, Overland Park Police Department. Dylan Blanchard, Woodson County Sheriff's Office. John Brislin, South Hutchinson Police Department. Brandon Brown, Pittsburgh Police Department. Branson Bile, Russell Police Department. Amber Carfield, Decatur County Sheriff's Office. Hunter Cook, Miami County Sheriff's Office. Jared Flora, Overland Park Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Michaela Galdamez, Riley County Police Department. Zachary Haug, Junction City Police Department. Hannah Hessman, Park City Police Department. Brandon Hip Jr., Fort Hays State University Police Department. Tanner Huck, Comanche County Sheriff's Office. Technical Agent Taylor Jensen, Kansas Bureau of Investigation. Thomas Caberline, Riley County Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Vincent Kinsey, Emporia Police Department. Savannah Ludoff, Oakley Police Department. Alexander Murray, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Sean Owens, El Dorado Police Department. Kyle Sommer, Eudora Police Department. Jesse Steele, Garden City Police Department. Ryan Whitley, Osawatomie Police Department. Lane York, Harper County Sheriff's Office.
And Christopher Doran, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Third row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. In moments, ladies and gentlemen, I'll certify each one of these officers, but I want to thank each and every one of you for attending today. I want to remind everybody that didn't have an opportunity before graduation that our store is open right down the hall if you'd like to stop by and take a look at what's going on at the store and make some purchases that is the KLETC memorabilia. And only about once a year do I get a chance to say this about Kansas. This is probably one of the nicest days that you'll have around the KLETC campus. So I invite you to ask your graduate to take you around the campus. There are lots of photo opportunities, our statue outside, our flagpole in front, our banner in the back. Ask them to show you a little bit about what went on for the 14 weeks they were here. 339, would you please stand? On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each one of you have satisfactorily completed the requirements to be Kansas law enforcement officers. And they've been waiting 14 weeks, and now they can go enjoy some warm weather. Class dismissed.